We are the Living and Loving Show. You all make it possible. Okay. I just stream here. I believe that we should live well, love more, and laugh always. Tanya, I want you to know that my journey in streaming came about, like many of us, in 2020. I never knew where it was exactly going to go, right? But I took some leaps of faith and I kept on streaming. So I would love to share tips and tricks with you either tonight, after the show, in the future. Connect with me on Instagram. Please hit the favorite when you're ready. And if you're not ready to do that, that's okay. All right. So I want to share with you a few things before we get into our guests of the night. My daughter made this during quiet time, and I thought, well, isn't this amazing? Show gratitude and not attitude. It's interesting. I just saw someone in the chat showing attitude, not gratitude. Notice the colors: green for go and red for no or stop. So think about that before you type in the chat something not so positive. I want you to think about, just for a minute, what is going on in the world. A lot of amazing things and a lot of things that are hard. And you have a choice of what you put into this world, including what you type in a chat. So this is from my amazing young creative energy. And she made this during quiet hour. And I thought, well, why not share it? Show gratitude, not attitude. She even put the faces. Wow, that's an attitude. This is more like gratitude. Okay, all right. So look, y'all, we're going to keep it elementary sometimes, right? Okay, here we go. I did not ask her to do that. Vibes are tell, but thanks for being in the chat, keeping me active. Appreciate you. All right, here we go. This is our 101 show. Yes, season 8, episode 7. It is September 9th, 2023. I want you to take a deep breath. I want you to smile. I want you to pat yourself on the back, give yourself a hug, kiss your brain. Mwah. Know that you have a special purpose in this world, and we are glad that you're here tonight to share it with us. Yes, time is so precious, and it's the one thing you really can't ever get back. So the fact that you're here sharing time and space with me this evening and the folks in the chat, I appreciate you, and you are here for a reason. So I hope you enjoy the show, favorite each other. Please keep the chat alive. Know that I am reading comments. So are my amazing folks that support this show, and we won't tolerate any hate or disrespect. So thank you in advance. Okay, so today is Sudoku Day. It is also California Admission Day, the day California became a United State. It is Care Bears Share Your Care Day. It is also Carl Garner Federal Lands Cleanup Day. So I'm not sure if you picked up trash anywhere, even on your own property, but if not, maybe that's something you can think about doing either today or tomorrow. Drive Your Studebaker Day. Some of you older or younger folks may not know what a may not know what a Studebaker is, but look it up. They're very amazing cars. It is also Emergency Services Day as we are quickly approaching 9/11. So again, we are in 9/9/2023. Emergency Services Day is celebrated this day. Farmers Consumer Awareness Day is today. It's also Free Dentistry Day. Shout out to all the dental care workers. German Language Day. Guten Tag. I don't know if that's German. Dankeschön. That is German. Eibisch something. I love you. I don't know how to say it in German. If you do, type it in the chat. I used to know. All right. International Day to Protect Education from Attack. So yes, education is important. Knowledge is power. And let's protect the folks who want to learn and maybe don't have all the same resources as others. It's International Fetal Alcohol Spectrum Disorder Awareness Day. And it is National When Pigs Fly Day. Yes, can you believe it? Have faith that miracles can happen, and when they do, share them today. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Really, no, I'm not. I'm going to go in. There's so many, today is so many days, okay? Adam Sandler's birthday. We got to say it. It also, before that, it says it's also Wonderful Weirdos Day. I have to show you, it's real, Wonderful Weirdos Day. And right below it, it is my amazing, well, I love me some Adam Sandler. Okay, so there's that. All right. Somebody keep an eye on vibes, because there's some vibes that aren't so good. So we're just going to keep an eye on that. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. All right. Welcome in, everybody. The Living and Loving Show. We have almost 400 viewers in this just few minutes that we've been together. Thank you so much. Thank you for your patience. I appreciate you. And we'll just keep an eye on that lover, Joey, who's not a lover. Okay. All right. Here we go. We'll do one joke. My son wrote them out. And instead of 3, we'll do 1. And he read them to me before the show. And I think the one I'm going to go with right now, we might do some more later, but whose fault will it be if California falls into the ocean? Whose fault will it be if California falls in the ocean? And again, put on your silly hat, put on your silly energy. All right. Nobody? Crickets? Wow. Tough crowd. Okay. San Andreas's fault. San Andreas fault in California, one of the biggest fault lines in the world. I used to live in Cali, know it for sure, felt that a lot. With that sentiment, I do want to recognize Morocco for having a very rare, it's been over 120 years, I think, since they had a significant earthquake like this. It took place this morning, very early, or well, last night, depending on where you are in the world. And prayers to Morocco. The death toll is climbing, and just prayers to everyone in the world. Okay, love and light to all, but specifically to the Moroccan area that was hit with that earthquake. Okay, all right. Who's ready? Who's ready to stop listening to me and start listening to these amazing guests tonight? Come on. Wake up. Wiggle your hands. Shake your body. Thank you, Silly Lily. Thank you, Hot Mess. Thank you, Wiley. Thank you, Joe. Hello. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you, Gamer Jake. I appreciate you. Sasha Nova, thank you. She is the second guest of the night. So make sure you're tapping both of these guests with the fave. If you have gifts to give, please do. Shower them with love and affection. I love that. All right. We have our first guest this night. And again, he is new to me in the Stream Dream, and I love that. His name is King Goober. It looks like he knows the amazing Silly Lily, Top Badge Silly Lily, because she is in his bio, and she is a soul sister of mine. So I love that, 6 degrees of Meet Me Streets, right? But without further ado, the amazing King Goober, his emojis are the crown and the goofy smiley face. So welcome him in, please. Spam those emojis, spam the crown for the King Goober. I love the name, and welcome in. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, thank you.
How are you?
I'm better now. I just got made a bouncer. I feel so special.
I'm so sorry I didn't do it before. Just a lot going on in the chat, but I always bouncer my guests. Thank you for being here. Thank you for saying yes to this, opportunity to be on the show. I appreciate you. Thank you for your voice chats. That was amazing. And I can't wait to learn more about you and your Stream Dream. I want you to know ahead of time, if I ask anything too personal or something you don't want to talk about, we just skip right over it. I want you to feel comfortable and people to get to know you, hit that favorite, follow your social media. And that's what this show is really all about. So.
Thank you so much. I'm not gonna lie, like usually when I come on a show, I'm always nervous as heck. Woo. Yeah, that kind of made me feel right at home. So I appreciate that, honestly. Thank you. Oh, never mind. I spoke too soon. Nerves are back.
Look, you got this. That's right. Silly Lily said it. We're spamming your emoji. Just look at me and we talk. We just talk, and we're gonna start simply just kind of how did you become a streamer? And just tell us about that journey. And yes, you do look amazingly dapper, and you also take amazing pictures, very photogenic, very, good looking human. Love that. So, yeah, just know you got a lot of love in here. And so just relax and let's chat. And, yes. So how did you become a streamer on the Plenty of Fish platform?
Yes, I am on Plenty of Fish. So funny enough, and ironically, I also have Zeus, and I didn't even know they were connected. I'm like, where do I start? Because technically it takes back a little bit more. I've been single for a long time. And so a lot of it's half by choice, half not by choice. Just to give y'all some just context, 2016 was the last time I was in an actual relationship. So it's been a minute. This year was a big year for me. Oh, thank you. And a lot has changed in this year. My mindset has changed. And so I felt it was time. I got on Plenty of Fish to, I didn't know it was a streaming platform. So this was all for dating apps, this is all just for dating for me, finding a relationship, finding love. I'm a hopeless romantic and I'm a Pisces, so yeah. And I'm also half Salvadorian, half French. So there's that little love passion inside me instilled.
Lover energy. So, oh my, I love that. That's amazing.
Yeah, I really am a hopeless romantic. Okay. I was raised by women. I grew up watching rom-coms. I love me some rom-coms. Don't get me started on rom-coms. I'll take the entire hour. 90s, 2000s are the best. That's just my opinion, but anyway, sorry, I'm getting sidetracked.
I love it.
But yeah, so I got involved with all these dating apps. I was trying them out. And so some of the ones that this app is connected to, I probably have, and I didn't know they were all connected until I started streaming. However, yeah, so I started looking for dates and whatnot. Then I noticed there was a streaming section. I'm like, oh wow, okay, cool. So I started watching a little bit, and it wasn't until I came across two particular streamers, I mean, in short, they pretty much convinced me and inspired me to stream. I hopped on their box, and one of them. I was like, "Wow, you make me want to stream." And she was straight up like, "Well, why don't you?" I'm like, "That's a good question." No, mostly because I was awkward and I wasn't sure how it was gonna go. And I do have a history of rejection. I'm over it now, but certain things still that I tend to be in my head a lot, and so yeah. But I did end up streaming. And as soon as I started streaming, and I started streaming August 12th, so 3 weeks. Yeah, it'll be 4 weeks this coming Tuesday.
Holy moly, you're doing amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, I just had a trio level up party yesterday with two of my friends. I accomplished level 26 gifter, bronze 4, and 60K now, and that's all in 4 weeks. I'm hoping that's good. Yeah. So, anyways, I'm like Skippy right now. Yeah. So I started streaming, and it just really took off. I realize, and I'm very aware of how blessed, fortunate, and grateful I am, because most like 90% of the people that I've met have been just beautiful souled, just generous people that have been nothing but helpful to me. They've helped me out. They've given me advice. You mentioned Nina. Nina is, she's my friend. So yeah, and you mentioned the emojis on my profile. So I do things on my I do things a little differently. If you're my friend, if I consider you a friend, guess what? Your emoji, if you have an emoji, because some of my friends don't, so I can't do anything about that. But if you are my friend, you have an emoji, your emoji is going on my profile. I support my friends. I appreciate it. So pretty soon, I'm pretty sure we'll be from friends, and your emoji will be on my profile as well. So I know I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm sorry. I love
it. You're amazing. You're amazing. Okay, look. Wow. I see why you're doing so well. You are full of life and zest, and if I can share, you are also, spending time with family today, which is like so important, to spend, like you had mentioned in your voice thing on the IG that you were doing something, I think, with your nephew, right?
Yeah, I babysit my niece and my nephew because my sister's she is now like separated now, and so she's like single parent mode. So she moved in and we've been living with each other, and I've been helping her out. When she works and does stuff, because I'm here streaming, I can watch the kids as well. So
I love that, and I only mention it not to to distract you, just that I just took 3 pages of notes. So just so you know, while I'm listening, I'm also writing, and you're just amazing. You're an amazing human. And just the fact that you spend time with your family, your younger generation, speaks volumes. I want everybody to really hit the favorite on this amazing new streamer to the Plenty of Fish platform. His name is King Goober. I love the name. It's very whimsical, fun, youthful. Shout out to Top Badge Groovy in the building, y'all. Everybody favorite everybody. Keep the chat alive. Please shower this amazing streamer with lots of love, support, spam the emojis and gifts and favorites, social networking. This is what it's all about. This makes the live community fun. It makes it worth coming back to. It makes you want to stream more. Do you know what I mean? It's the people, like you said, it's connecting with great energy, supporting each other, and you are doing it, and you're doing it so well. Just started August 12th, y'all, okay? So yes, we love this. And it looks like you have an auction in just a few days. So you jumped in all the way. Sorry. Okay.
2 weeks into my auction. 2 weeks into my auction. 2 weeks into my streaming, I was on Medge's auction for the meet and greet, and now I'm on Emoji J's auction, which, by the way, that's his auction. Yeah, exactly. And it's great because every show I've been on, he's been the admin. So whenever because my memory is horrible, I got the memory capacity of a peanut. So when I forget, he'll jump in and say, it's August 16th. I'm like, at this 11:50. I'm like, all right, cool. Thank you. So he doesn't let me forget, and I appreciate that because my memory is really bad. So yeah, but I did write it down, Jay, just to be clear. I'm gonna attend. I'm pretty
exciting.
Sure he's gonna send me a message like, don't forget.
And Mej is another amazing top streamer on the platforms. Hosts these epic events. Today he did his 3 o'clock Mej stories. It was about a streamer who called fraud.
Yeah.
Top Badge.
I saw a little bit of that, but
amazing.
It was great. I saw a little bit of that, but I had to interrupt it because my niece decided it would be fun to just climb me like I'm a jungle gym, and that was fun. I slept wrong last night too. My neck's messed up, and she was like, "Oh, look, your neck is messed up." Cha cha cha. So that was fun.
Well, it's kind of nice. If you get them to move to the right spot, not too hard, it can kind of feel like a massage chair. You know what I mean? It's like, put these little lovey bugs to work sometimes nicely, right? Respectfully. Okay. So El Salvadorian and French, big lover vibes, phenomenal energy, Pisces, eligibly single. And that's where we're going next. So I can't let you leave the box without telling me a little bit about what you're looking forward to in love? Because you're definitely doing it with the streaming thing. I mean, you are here and I'm so happy, and I hope you get a lot of faves tonight, and I can't wait to join your live streams. And I want to know, before we end, what's coming up for you besides we've got the auction coming up, but also when will you be live next? But tell me about love. Are you looking to date? I know you mentioned kind of single by choice for quite a few years, but also not by choice. And I can so relate to that.
Yeah, mostly not by choice. Let's be real. Mostly not by. It's not by choice. No, okay, fine. None of it's by choice. None of it is. I'm not your average guy. I know. Like, I've said this to people. Like, really, you're single? I'm like, I'm not your average guy. I don't follow the norms of the whole masculine men or something like that. I consider myself a hybrid. And I'm not a hunter. I don't see myself as a hunter. I'm not gonna throw myself, if there's a woman in the room and there's a bunch of guys going over, like, it just, like, I respect to that, but it's just not my thing. I'm like, I don't know if anyone will get this reference. Like I said, I love 90s rom-coms. But my spirit animal is Katarina Stratford from 10 Things I Hate About You. So like I usually don't follow what other people do. I like to do my own thing. There's a saying, don't follow someone's path, instead, like, create your own. Okay, I messed that one up, but it's something like that. The nerves are coming back.
It. And we, Sasha Nova, who's coming in next, and the Planet, spam those two, y'all, and spam the king crown with I had the goofy goober little emoji, the one that's so cute with the little wonky face, which I do like all the time in my house, because I'm, I have a little army I created myself that they run me. I don't really, I pretend I have some kind of control over my little ones. But you're a Pisces. And what I just heard you say was, going with the flow, not needing to be all super masculine energy, but also embracing your feminine, because we are all both. That's something that some know, most don't, that we are all both yin and yang, that positive, that negative, it's all wrapped, we're an energy ball. And I love that you're open to being who you are. And that Pisces energy is that kind of go with the flow, swim up the river, down the river, creative spirit. And that just really is awesome. So are you now? I have a quick question, and I could talk to you all night, and Sasha Nova the same. And you guys are I'm so grateful for both of you for being on the show tonight. But are you, as you're navigating your newer journey as a live streamer, how are you setting boundaries when you stream? I mean, because a lot of people like you and me, we loaded it to date or to meet folks.
Sorry,
so how are you navigating that? No, I love it. Yes, say hey to everybody. Everybody tap the favorite gifts away. This is King Goober.
IBR. Yeah, I'm so sorry. What was the last part of your question? I'm so sorry. I kind of spaced out.
You're good.
My ADHD
and I talk a lot.
I was like,
no, as you're looking at, you're growing your live stream journey, but you're also open to love. How do you navigate that as a newer streamer, right? Growing, succeeding. How are you navigating love, the romantic side? Because it's hard to do, and wherever you're at on it is perfectly fine. Because I think anyone who's streamed at all has a journey in navigating people who want to date versus people who want to be in your stream and just support you as a streamer, right?
Yeah.
So it's really whatever you want to share about maybe looking for love, but also wanting to be a very successful streamer, which you're doing.
Yeah, well, both. I mean, of course, I'm looking, like, okay, when I date, like, I don't date just to date, right? I don't date, like, let me be clear on that. Like, I'm open to dating. I'm open to dating almost anyone because, like, for me, physical attraction only matters, like, maybe 5-10%. And then the rest is the inner beauty. That's all I care about. Or mostly care about, I should say. And so, when I date, of course, I'm a guy. At the end of the day, I do like to. I'm open to hooking up. I'll be honest, but when it comes to dating, if I date, it's the potential to be with you for a long time. Either marriage or life partner. Mostly life partner, then maybe marriage, because with the divorce rate and everything going on, like I want to make sure I don't want to have to. I don't plan on divorcing. I'm gonna marry you. I'm gonna stay married to you. If we have problems, guess what? We gonna work this. Out. you know.
Yeah.
And so I do, yeah, of course, I'm definitely looking for love. I'm definitely looking for a relationship, for dating, open to, other things as well. But I am looking to stream. Like when I first joined, when I started streaming, I was like, okay, I'll try this out, have fun, meet some new people, whatever the case. I originally didn't expect to kind of, for lack of a better way of saying it, take off the way I did. But it was through meeting awesome people, like most of the people in this chat, like yourself, have really wow, Goober, you can really, you have great energy. You could really do this. And it's just, it was just like, they might be onto something. So, yeah. And so I started doing it. And then, it's funny, earlier this year, people have told me oh, you should get into be a radio host or a podcaster and stuff like that. And that's been in my mind. And so I recently found out, I'm like, this streaming could lead to that. And so I'm like, you know what, this might actually be my career. And so I've decided, you know what, I'm going to make this my career. And I already have goals that I'm trying to accomplish. And well, I'm sorry, I messed up. I already have goals that I'm going to accomplish. It's only a matter of time, really. And so, yeah, I'm not going to be the person that's going to brag, oh, I'm going to do this, and I try not to. I sometimes do because I feel myself a little bit. I'm human. But yeah, so yeah, that's, I plan on doing both. As far as navigating and finding, the boundaries and whatnot, I do find it difficult because I am very open. I am a nice person. I'm a nice guy. And it was just only started this year where it's all right, I need to put my foot down. Cause if you're a nice person, 9 times out of 10, you're either people are going to try to step on you or you're going to be a people pleaser. And so, yeah, so I definitely now this year is okay, I'm kind of standing my ground, finding my way to be a nice person, but also be assertive, and so yeah, finding that boundaries, I'm still working on it. I'm gonna be honest, I am still new to this, but I try to keep it separate, but at the same time, if I meet someone amazing on this app and we have a connection, who am I to deny that?
I love that. Well put. Absolutely agreed. We are in a life journey. You are very wise beyond your years. I don't know your exact age, and that's okay, but I can just tell that I can hear in what you're talking about. You're very wise, and it sounds like you've had a lot of life experience too that brought you to that level of understanding and growth capacity, and even just you catching yourself and saying, I will do this instead of I might or I wish, kind of really empowering yourself with words and setting boundaries. So healthy. And it's hard to do, when you're a person that's a people person, which you are. You've got a gravitational pull about you for sure. And I can see that you're also a giver, helping your sister, with her children while she's going through life changes and vice versa, just supporting each other in that journey. I really am blessed to know you and meet you and to have you on the show tonight. I'm grateful for you. And I want you to keep striving to be the best you, because you already are amazing. Y'all, it's King Goober. Okay. The name, just every time I say it, sometimes I call my little ones when
You want
my little ones get a little like feisty, I'll be like, you little goober. You know, I don't like to be mean with the words, so I'll just call them little goobers. And so that name just makes my little heart smile. I want you to tell everyone, when will you be live again, or will you, tonight, hopefully, and how to network with you, when you're not streaming, if you have some social media you want to shout out and stuff like that. So
okay, no problem. And then just to be clear, I know I didn't get a chance. I'm happy to explain the origin of King Goober whenever, I can do this after
okay.
I have no problem. No, I have no problem. I think I got into the other questions. I completely forgot. I got the attention span like the dogs from Up, squirrel. And so, yeah, so, I try to keep a straight face. I failed miserably. But yeah, so, look at that. See, attention span. I completely forgot the question. But
I want to make sure I get Sasha Nova in here during the featured tab, and we only have 15 more minutes. So how about I get her in here for her interview segment? And if you're available right after 8 o'clock, I'll bring you back in and we can just have like an after show chat if you want. And that way we can hear more about you. Literally, I could share space with you for a lot. And we could also verses later if you want to battle chat that way. And, my viewers can favorite you through that as well. So how does that sound?
That sounds amazing. I completely understand. I totally get it. Yes, my friends call me 7-Eleven because my mouth never closes. So I will literally take the whole thing out. So
I love it.
I don't want to. I don't want to do that to the other guests. So yeah, I'm more than happy to stick around. I was planning on it anyways. And I am gonna stream it probably after I leave your stream. Okay, I'm gonna shut up now.
Okay, y'all, it's King Goober. Hit that favorite right now. He's going to stay with us in the chat for a few minutes. And around 8 o'clock, we're going to have him back in the box with Sasha Nova if she's open to it. I see Vanessa Vane in the build. Anyone can box in after the show, and we can just chit chat and hang out, get y'all's favorites going. If you got challenges to meet, we could do that. The night is young. It is Saturday, September 9th, 2023. This is the Living and Loving Show. Thank you so much for being here, and I will have you back in just a moment. Let me just get to the amazing Sasha Nova. I can't wait for you to get to meet her too. Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining us. It is 7:46 Eastern time here in the United States. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for all the faves. Thank you for all the gifts. I want to shout out very quickly the amazing gifters of the stream so far. Joe, hello. Top Badge Groovies Beach. Hot ass mess. I'm not supposed to say it, but it just felt right. Mark, and we have, let's see, is it Miss Trey in the building, and Top Badge Catch, always a top badge to me. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for keeping the chat alive. Thank you to those of you who are helping me moderate the chat to make sure that we're including everyone, welcoming in people who are new to live streaming, maybe don't know what a featured show contains or how it is operating. But I do want you to know I see you and I appreciate you. And OG Too Thick in the building. Hi, everybody. Weasel, I appreciate you too, Weasel. Please stop requesting the guest box, though, Weasel, until after the 8 o'clock hour. And then you can come on in and we can share some conversation. During the featured show hour, I have 2 guests prearranged every show. And without further ado, Sasha Nova. She has been on this platform with me as a streamer sister for years. She has an amazing journey in streaming on multiple platforms and in love. I am so grateful to you, Sasha, for being here this evening, and thank you for your patience. Y'all, spam those planet emojis. Here she is. Get ready to be wowed. Gosh, she's gorgeous, smart, and amazing. So, hello.
Hi. I brought my mini mic today.
I love
it. Can you hear me? Is it good? The sound's good?
You.
Perfect.
It sounds so good. Hi. Thank you. I'm sorry I'm a little bit behind time, but I am so grateful that you're here tonight.
I was entertained, so it's fine. Thank you, Adrian.
Never a dull moment in live streaming, right?
It's so funny that Adrian and Vanessa are here because they're part of my journey here, so it's going to be interesting to bring that into it, yeah.
I love it. I know. And y'all, spam the planets. Hello? Okay, so I know you and I know each other.
Yes.
And I just
224
want to
for
give
life,
you
baby.
I want to give you the disclaimer that if I ask anything too personal or touch on something we don't want to talk about, we don't.
You're
But if we
fine.
want to talk about it, we talk about it.
You're so fine.
You're amazing. You really are.
So
you really
are you. Hello. Thank
And
you
I
so
want
much for
you-
having me on the show tonight. I'm so excited to do this. Honestly, truly.
I'm excited too. We're over 1,021 viewers. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Tap the favorite on Sasha Nova, her newer account on this platform. But let's just let you talk. Tell us about your journey in streaming, and then we will talk about the love side of things, because you have a fun and some other,
story.
You have a lot of love in you and a lot of love to share with the world. So, okay, let's go.
So I started like most people did, generically 2020, boredom, came on the app, didn't know what else to do with my time. Luckily for me, I was able to meet like the people that I met on the streaming portion of, because I started on Plenty of Fish actually. This is actually my third account. So I started on POF. Luckily, I was able to meet some really cool people who were already on the app, and I was able to meet, and I was a part of Pretty Committee. I don't know if you know anything about the Pretty Committee. That's Mickey, Top Badge Mickey. So me and her started, we didn't start it together, but I joined with her, as well as Vanessa and Adri. We were all part of the White Heart gang. We were the White Hearts on the app. We were the Pretty Committee. So that's how I started in streaming. Luckily, I was able to have a really big support system straight off the bat. My very first stream, I had over 150,000 diamonds, literally it was really great. I ended up deleting that account and going solo, and I was on Meet Me, and that account was the one that I streamed on really heavily, and that account got all the way up to 9 million. That was my favorite account that I had, because I was able to do me. I did game nights, I did roasts. Me and Vanessa would have drinking games, and have all types of fun stuff that we would do. And yeah, my account actually got deleted, unfortunately, so I had to start over. So this is my new account, but now the cool thing about it is that I have a different aspect of it now. I actually do astrology. I'm planning on doing a astrology themed game night, an astrology themed dating show, and a whole bunch of other stuff too. So I'm definitely excited about
I love that. I'm doing some housekeeping. Y'all listen. Triple got a very thick skin. All right.
Me too.
And some of y'all already know you FAFO'd, but don't come for my guests. Ever.
Period.
Ever.
I'm not allowed to.
Okay, so, and back to the living and loving. Sorry, had to just.
It's okay.
Just, that's the butterfly in me, fly like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
Exactly.
Okay, so 9 milli on Meet Me. That account no longer back in full effect. Now with that astrology, you are gifted in the knowledge and study of astrology, zodiac signs, natal charts.
Yes.
And you're on other social media platforms, which are linked in your bio, right? So if people
are linked, yes. Actually, also have a podcast. I have a podcast and a blog where I write about astrology, but I also talk about healing and mentality shifting, so that way you're able to be in receptive mode to all of the blessings that you can have. Is all about mindset. So I'm really interested in that aspect of it as well. So it's called the Venusian Collective, because I am Libra rising, so I'm ruled by Venus. So because of that, I wanted it to be a Venus space, even though my emoji is Saturn, because I love Saturn. But I'm ruled by Venus. There is no Venus emoji. So I had to use what I had to use, But yeah, so it was really, I have a few different things. So it's all linked in my bio, and I am trying to get my followers up there. So if you want to follow me there for astrology content, you can. Also my stream, I like to just kick back and talk and just do regular stuff too. So if you want to just come hang, you can come hang.
Absolutely. And I know you are working with amazing Top Badge King Ali on a weekly show, and that's still in the works,
Yes.
right? So that's awesome.
we're
Something to look forward to on the app, y'all.
Yep, we're doing it every Wednesday at 8:30 where I do astrology readings, like birth chart readings. So all you need is the time you were born, your birthday, and like the place you were born, and then I can look at your chart and kind of give you information about like the year to come, like things about your past, things you might need to heal, like dating life, career life, like whatever it is that people want to know. But you have to have that information. If you don't, it's kind of hard to read the chart. So yeah, so we do that on King Ali, Top Badge King Ali stream every Wednesday at 8:30, and I am planning to do that on my stream as well. I do it here and there, but usually I just talk like how we're talking now on my stream.
I love it. I love it. And yes, make sure, that's a gift you're giving to folks. So I hope that they spoil you as well when you do those offerings, giving that information, because it is a study. And that's what a lot of people don't know, that studying the signs and the natal charts is something that takes time and talent. So yay. And I'm excited to join that stream with you and King Ali on Wednesdays at 8:30. And so now, my favorite thing in the whole wide world, right, is the love. Like Venus, right? The goddess of love, the planet that rules love. We just got out of Venus retrograde on the 3rd. Hello, Lord.
We survived that, thank God.
And we're still in like a ton of retrograde.
Oh my God. I've never struggled so much in my life. I'm not going to lie.
And we're in Mercury retrograde now, y'all. So if you feel like you're walking through mud in the water, like you're like,
we're
trying
in Mercury, Jupiter, Uranus. We're in like a whole bunch of retrogrades.
It is real, and I was feeling it today, I'm telling you. But let's talk about your journey in love, and share whatever you do want to share. I know you have some amazing successes in love, and also some other things. So you share what you want to share.
So I've had a pretty public and complicated dating life on Meet Me. I think a lot of people have known people that I've dealt with on the app. One of them, may he rest in peace. But I would say lucky meeting a lot of I feel like this app gives you a good opportunity to meet people because people come in your streams all the time. But it's what you make of it as well, obviously. For me, I never had a problem because I am, like I said, I'm a Libra rising. I'm a flirty girl, so I've never had an issue with finding a partner. So I have talked to a couple of people on the app, but I've never seriously dated anyone until I met the person I started dating last year. He was a viewer in my stream. He was in New York. I was living in New York at the time, and we ended up meeting in November of 2021, but not actually going on a date until May of last year. And
Oh my word. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Could you hear that? Could you hear that, Sasha?
can you hear me better?
Okay. Yes, I can hear you great. No, that is so spiritual.
Why? What?
That is a spiritual, you are being heard right now from the spiritual realm. Just saying. Okay.
Yeah,
So I also have gifts, and I'm an intuitive empath myself. I do card readings. I'm into astrology, zodiac, natal charts, all the things. That is confirmation that you are being loved.
What happened? I didn't hear anything.
Loved from above. It's just a tech thing. It could be Mercury retrograde too, so we don't have to go too but to me, that was a love. That wasn't a bad thing. It was a glitchy tech thing, but we were totally fine all that time before, right? So anyway, that's just a lot of love coming your way. And please continue on what you do want to share. I understand. Suri, be quiet.
So I was just saying I was dating. I haven't had luck on the app until basically last year when I started I met someone on the app and we started dating. So I am currently seeing someone, and something that never happens on this app, successfully anyway, is we ended up moving to Florida and getting engaged. So now I'm engaged to be married. You can find love on the app. You definitely can. I got a pretty ring on my finger, okay?
I
Thank you. It's possible. You know, you have to kiss a few frogs, but it's possible. So, yeah. But yes. So I feel like this is the perfect show for me because I was able to stream and find love. And I think that's beautiful, you know?
Absolutely, it is beautiful. Y'all, it's Sasha Nova. Tap the favorite. Join her live streams. She has basically a featured show here on the app with King Ali. She is an amazing human, strong, beautiful, smart, funny, talented, all the good things. This is her next account, so let's grow it with her. And she does have a blog, a podcast. She's doing amazing things, and she found love through the platforms, and that is epic. Epic. So if you could give us folks who still believe in love, and maybe we haven't quite found our love person yet, tips or guidance to stay hopeful while looking as a social media presence, because you do get you're a public figure, right? You are, and that does bring about different struggles and challenges. So not keep kissing the frogs, Maximus.
That's what I did. But so I think my biggest piece of advice is being confident in your relationship, but also being confident in yourself and communication is a big thing. I feel like if you don't date someone that has great communication, it's not going to work, because you also need a partner that's going to be secure with the amount of attention you're going to get. Like, I was able to shift my presence on here away from men just groveling over me to like actually having a platform where I'm doing shows where there's like a focus, so people aren't just obviously people are still going to come in and say what they're going to say, but I have like a focus of what I'm doing. But as far as like communication is really important, honesty, being trustworthy. But I think my biggest thing, and not even just the streaming platform, just in general for people who want to find a relationship that feel like they haven't found it, is realizing that not every time a door closes on you in a relationship, it's really just an even better door opening for you. So you have to keep your heart open, because things don't happen to you, they happen for you. And sometimes you're not going to find the partners that you need because you're not at a level spiritually or mentally or in your healing journey that you're capable of finding what you need. So every time you end up in a situation where something happens and okay, we broke up again, you can't be jaded by those experiences, because it's just as important for your spiritual journey as it was for theirs. And you have to just keep your heart open to the idea that as you grow as an individual, you will find that other person that's going to mirror that level that you're on. So I feel like a lot of people, especially like, men and women on this app, they'll have like a really bad situation happen on here and like completely shut down and never want to date anyone again. The reality is, if you're on this app, 90% of the time, the person that you're going to end up talking to is going to also be on this app, because you spend a lot of time on it. Unless you're going out and you're out in the world on your free time and looking, you are going to end up probably talking to someone on here. So you can't be jaded and project on other people. Heal yourself, learn what you need to learn, and then keep your heart open. Because that's what I did. Anytime I had a bad situation on here, I never took it out on the next person. I was like, you know what? I'm a good person. I know what I need to learn from that experience. I'm going to take it and I'm going to move on to the next experience with an even bigger and better, idea of what it's going to be. And that's what ended up happening. And look what happened. I got a ring. I got a ring, okay?
I love it. I'm excited
I'm
for
proof.
you.
It works. It works, guys.
And I want to say, you are so in tune. I did so much of the today is, I didn't even get to our loving affirmation. And I kid you not, look what it is. Because it's right here next to me.
Yep,
But it says, I am open and receptive to love. Like literally, and all the little hearts with those sunbeams coming through. I mean, and it says, life is always trying to love you, but you need to be open to see it. Complete this sentence. I could make it easier for life to love me by. Or partner. You could replace it with partner to love me by. But that is so epic. You're amazing.
Yeah. And just like before I close out, I just want everyone, like a big piece of advice that I want to give everyone. Every single thought that you have literally writes your future. So it's in this moment, you can literally stop yourself, and whatever you have going on in your life, you can change that by just changing your mind. Change your mind on your perspective. Be open to receiving. Sometimes, like I said, when bad things happen, they're not bad. Because how many times has a bad thing happened to you and then you've looked back a few years later and you're like, wow, I'm actually really happy that that relationship didn't work out, even though it felt like it destroyed me and I wanted to cry. And I literally dodged a bullet. Sometimes things literally, like I always say, they don't happen to you, they happen for you. So you have to learn how to just be receptive. One of my other favorite things to say is, like, when you get into a car crash, right? When you get into a car crash, the people who are more likely to survive are the people who are not tense. You have to let go of that control in order to get through things. You know what I'm saying? Allow things to flow, allow the universe to do its thing, allow the planets to do what they're supposed to do. Be open to all the lessons and everything, even when they don't feel good. Because you may be praying for something and not realizing that the tear apart that's happening in your life is the answered prayer. You understand? So you just have to be open to it and literally just keep your mind in like that space of like, I'm open to whatever the universe has for me, even if it doesn't feel good, because I know it's leading me to a better place. And just change your mind on it, and that's it. Period. Just control your mind. And that's it. You're good. That's all I have to say.
Talking to you and me. I'm over here like, yes, girl, yes. Like
I got more to say.
I love it.
We'll save it for another show.
And yes, the podcasting, amazing. The vlogging, the blogging, the streaming, the shows, all those things. I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy you have, built yourself up as a beautiful, strong queen, but also found love on the platform against all odds, because there's a lot of odds, y'all. I mean, it's not easy to make it happen, but you did it. You're doing it. I can't wait to stay connected with you and grow with you, and let me know how I can support you in anything. And oh my gosh, thank you so much.
Of course, thank you for having me. Thank you for everyone that's spamming my emojis. Don't forget to favor me. I do have, like I said, my podcast. It's in the link in my bio on the Instagram that's linked in this bio. And that one, my newest episode is about 10 healing habits, and everything I just spoke about is on that too. So if you want more in-depth information, or you want to feel like I'm talking to you again, you can go listen to that, okay? Thank you so much for having me. Bless you all. Hopefully I can catch you guys in my stream.
Sasha Nova. Bye, boo. Oh my goodness. I don't want to let her go, but I know she's